What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. The best day of the year for Apple products is finally here, and it didn't disappoint. Apple's awe-dropping event started at noon Central Time and went for just about an hour and 15 minutes, bringing all new products, some great updates, and one new feature that I personally think I'll be breaking down each new release Apple announced to the end of the video and going over major new details. But make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can catch my in-depth videos on each of these new products individually coming out during this week. Now let's get into the awesome new devices Apple just dropped. Starting with the brand new AirPods Pro 3, which I'm personally very excited about when the rumors started coming out because mine are 3 years old now and I've been waiting for a nice upgrade. They have an all new design, albeit very similar to the AirPods Pro 2 look, but it will help AirPods Pro 3 fit even better and provides greater in-ear stability during activities like running, HIIT workouts, or yoga. This was done by completely re-engineering the internal architecture, and along with that, you'll get new foam ear tips that are designed to sit better in your ear, bringing that extra stability and 5 sizes of ear tips, including an extra small, making them accessible to more people. This new internal architecture will also help with better sound quality, deeper bass, and a wider soundscape. But it is still on the H2 chip with no upgrade to an H3, which is mildly disappointing. One of the biggest upgrades is for my workout audience or anyone looking after their heart health. AirPods Pro 3 now offers heart rate sensors via a custom PPG sensor. So now you won't need an Apple Watch to check your heart rate during a workout. With just AirPods Pro 3 and an iPhone, users will also have access to the heart rate sensor and to Workout Buddy, a first-of-its-kind fitness experience powered by Apple Intelligence that incorporates a user's workout data and their fitness history to generate personalized motivational insights during their session. Personally, I'll probably be turning Workout Buddy off, as there's a reason why I have AirPods in my ears during a workout, as I don't really want to hear anything going around, listen to my music, and not talk to anyone during that time, but still is going to be a really nice new feature for those that need an extra motivation. Another cool feature is live translation. With AirPods Pro 3, live translation enables in-person communication across select languages and will be available in a beta to start. This feature can be toggled on from your iPhone, but I'll have a lot more details about how this works in my deep dive video later this week because it seems pretty cool when two people that are talking are using their AirPods together. And we can't talk about AirPods Pro without talking about active noise cancellation in transparency mode. AirPods Pro 3 feature a new multi-port acoustic architecture that precisely controls the airflow that carries sound into the ear, helping deliver an exceptional spatial listening experience and removes 2 times more sound than the previous generation. And I'm all for ANC whenever I can block out as much noise as possible, whether on an airplane, at the gym, or just walking the dog. I always have this on. Now, staying with active noise cancellation, ANC now removes even more background noise, making it even easier than ever for users to take a hearing test and receive personalized assistance with AirPods Pro 3. To help hearing aid users in louder environments like restaurants, at a ball game, or just in a busy area, Conversation Boost is now automatic, adding powerful amplification with background noise reduction. And everyone always wants their battery to last a bit longer, and we finally have a good battery improvement from Apple. AirPods Pro 3 will have an increased battery life in transparency mode by 67% over the previous generation, with up to 10 hours with a single charge. AirPods Pro 3 are starting at $249 and are available for pre-order today and delivery or pickup on September 19th. Let's now move on to the new Apple Watches, which some saw small but meaningful updates and others saw almost complete redesigns and great new features. Apple loves to point out the Series 11 is the thinnest and most comfortable Apple Watch ever, and it is every year. But now it has all day, 24 hours of battery life, so you can wear it to bed because it's so comfortable and to get your new sleep score. As Apple does, they take the best apps and bring those features into their own ecosystem for everyone to have. The new Series 11 allows users to track their sleep, and its sensors will capture data like heart rate, wrist temperature, blood oxygen, and respiratory rate, and even discover possible sleep apnea. Another minor update is to the screen on top. The cover glass of aluminum models of the Apple Watch Series 11 offers 2 times more scratch resistance, so no more scratching your Apple Watch accidentally rubbing it against something or even dropping it. And if you want to shell out a bit more money, the titanium models will continue to have a sapphire front crystal, the most scratch resistant and crack resistant material covering a display that Apple offers. If you have a cellular plan, Apple Watch users can take calls, send messages, and even get help from emergency services when their iPhone isn't with them and now connects to 5G cellular. The biggest update the Apple Watch Series 11 received is hypertension notifications or high blood pressure. Apple has been developing this for a long time, and I'm happy to finally see it come to Apple Watch, as it truly will help so many people understand that they have high blood pressure and to get advice or help from a doctor. Workout Buddy will also be coming to the Apple Watch users via watchOS 26. The Apple Watch Series 11 will come in 4 colors: space gray, silver, rose gold, and jet black in the aluminum finish, starting at $399, and natural gold and slate in the titanium finish, starting at $699. You can pre-order the Series 11 today, and they'll be available for pickup or delivery on September 19th. Next in the Apple Watch lineup is the Apple Watch SE 3, which saw a pretty big jump on features and power since it's not updated every year, with the latest update in 2022. The SE 3 now has a faster S10 processor, longer battery life, stronger front glass, and finally an always-on display. Other new features in the SE 3 include double tap, wrist flick gestures, sleep apnea detection, sleep score, ovulation estimates, the ability to play music out of its speakers, 2 times faster charging speeds, Workout Buddy, 5G cellular, and claimed 18 hours of battery life. Like I said, the SE 3 got a ton of new features, some of which are brand new on the Series 11 and will be very popular for anyone looking to get an Apple Watch and not destroy their bank account. It starts at $249 for a 40mm model and is set to launch September 19th, with pre-orders available now, and the SE 3 will also come in a larger 44mm size, and both will be offered in midnight and starlight colored aluminum cases. The final Apple Watch is the Ultra 3, a watch that hasn't received a ton of love through the years, just in a new black finish last year. For starters, the body of the Ultra still hasn't changed, keeping the same frame as when it launched, but now it's 3D printed using 100% recycled titanium. The biggest change is to its pixel density and screen, where the bezels have shrunk, giving the Ultra 3 the largest screen of any Apple Watch. Coming in at 422 by 514 pixel resolution, up from the Ultra 2's of 410 by 502 pixels. The screen is also better than the Ultra 2, with an LPTO3 OLED always-on Retina display that has the same faster refresh rate introduced with the Series 10 and has much brighter viewing angles. A major upgrade is also to its battery. With the Apple Watch Ultra 3, you might forget the last time you put it onto a charger. Its larger battery and improved battery life get up to 42 hours of charge, up from 36 hours on the Ultra and Ultra 2. The Ultra 3 also joins the Series 10 and Series 11 by offering fast charging. Apple claims 45 minutes of charging will get your watch up to 80% full, or 75 minutes to top it all the way off at 100%. Surprisingly though, Ultra fans will get all of this on the same S10 chip as the Series 10 and Series 11. Some might see this as a bit of an annoyance that a high-end Apple device doesn't have a newer chip to differentiate itself from the rest. The Ultra 3 now features on-device satellite communication, allowing it to connect to satellites as long as the watch has a clear view of the sky. While you probably have a satellite-capable iPhone with you, this isn't always feasible if the battery is depleted. Apple has redesigned the radios and antennas to enhance signal strength, effectively doubling it, which is great for anyone that likes to go out on adventures and might get into a sticky situation. As for cellular connectivity, all configurations of Apple Watch Ultra come with cellular capabilities. The Ultra 3 model now supports 5G networks utilizing 5G RedCap for reduced capacity technology. This technology provides 5G access without the power demands that a device like the iPhone can easily manage. Similar to the Apple Watch Series 11, the Ultra 3 will also get hypertension detection, sleep score, and Workout Buddy. Now let's get to what most people are looking forward to, the new iPhone 17 lineup. Apple started this section with the iPhone 17, and it did get a lot of nice upgrades for the entry-level iPhone if you don't count the 16e. For starters, it received the A19 chip, which will bring plenty of new power to your iPhone for gaming, some AI tasks, and battery performance. iPhone 17 also introduced major display improvements. The 6.3-inch sized iPhone 17 has thinner borders than the previous generation and a new Super Retina XDR display featuring ProMotion for the first time on a base iPhone, which was way overdue in my opinion, bringing with it an adaptive refresh rate of up to 120 Hz for a smooth and power-efficient experience. It also now has an always-on display that shows the time, widgets, and live activities at a glance, and when not in use, the display efficiently adjusts down to 1 Hz to save your battery even more. The new XDR display also received Ceramic Shield 2 with a new Apple designed coating for 3 times more scratch resistance and improved anti-reflection to reduce glare. I was thinking maybe one iPhone would have nano texture like the glass on the iPad or the MacBooks, but it will be cool to see how this does, reducing glare and reflections. iPhone 17 now has 3000 nits of peak outdoor brightness, making it easier than ever to read your phone in bright sunshine. Battery is always a concern for most iPhone users, but now iPhone 17 gets up to 30 hours of video playback, which is absolutely crazy, 8 more hours than the previous generation. And there's new adaptive power mode that gets to know a user's typical battery consumption and anticipates when they might run low, intelligently conserving power to help get them through the day. This seems a little gimmicky, like just conserve my battery all the time and give me the best battery life possible, but I guess if it is slowing down other background tasks, it might be useful. Maybe a feature not many people will notice, but will have big implications in the future, is Apple introducing the N1, a new Apple-designed wireless networking chip that enables Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread. N1 also improves the overall performance and reliability of features like personal hotspot and AirDrop. And as someone who uses AirDrop all the time, moving images from my phone to my computer, or sending entire albums of photos from vacations to my friends that are with me, this will be a really nice update, speeding that up. iPhone 17 introduces an all-new center stage front camera that features the first square front camera sensor on iPhone, offering a wider field of view and higher resolution. Users no longer have to rotate their phone to take a landscape selfie. They can now take photos and videos in portrait or landscape while holding their phone vertically. For group shots, center stage for photos uses AI to automatically expand the field of view and can rotate from portrait to landscape to include everyone in the frame. I really thought this was so cool and one of the best new features announced during the whole event, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. With the center stage front camera, users can now record on the front and rear cameras simultaneously with dual capture, which is probably more useful than most people think. The back of the iPhone 17 now features all 48 megapixel rear cameras for the first time while taking photo and video, and taking it to the next level on a base level iPhone with 4K 60 FPS Dolby Vision with pro features such as cinematic mode and action mode. iPhone 17 starts at $799 and will come in 5 colors of lavender, sage, mist blue, white, and black. Pre-orders start on Friday, September 12th, and will be available for pickup or delivery on September 19th. Now let's move on to the iPhone 17 Air, the newest iPhone in the lineup and the thinnest iPhone ever at just 5.5 millimeters thin. Now I'll go into the iPhone Air a lot more in my comparison video later this week, but this phone is a weird one. It doesn't have all the features that the base iPhone 17 has, but does come with an A19 Pro chip found in the iPhone 17 Pro lineup. It just seems a little strange when you compare specs side by side, but I'll get into it more in that video, so please stay tuned for that. But let's not take away from how good this phone looks and how skinny it is. I really like how they brought back the shiny chassis on the sides, which is different from the current brushed metal look, and I was really hoping the Pros would get this as well, and sadly they don't, as I'll go over later. The 17 Air is the first iPhone announced with the new camera plateau, as Apple is calling it, which houses not only the camera, but also the speakers and Apple Silicon. Being only 5.5 millimeters thick, the Air still has both the action button and the camera button, which is pretty incredible that they're able to fit all of that onto the sides and into the thickness of the device. It comes in one size at 6.5 inches, only 0.2 inches bigger than the iPhone 17. The last generation iPhone 16s came in at 6.1 and 6.7 inches, leading to a much larger size difference. The 6.5 inch display also has ceramic 2 on the front and also the back, leading to 3 times more scratch resistance on the front and 4 times on the back. For cameras, the Air gets the same 18 megapixel front-facing camera with center stage and one new 48 megapixel fusion camera system, giving users the equivalent of 4 lenses and record in 4K 60 FPS, Dolby Vision, and supports action mode, but not cinematic mode. Inside the device is powered by a full lineup of Apple Silicon with the A19 Pro, N1, and C1X chip, and what Apple is saying makes it the most power-efficient iPhone ever. And last but not least, in the near impossibly thin phone, the Air has all-day battery life with the help of adaptive power mode. Now it'll be interesting to see what real-world test results show with battery life, especially if you don't use the adaptive power mode all the time, and how much the energy will actually drain from the battery. The iPhone Air starts at a whopping $999 and will be available in 4 colors: sky blue, light gold, cloud white, and space black. Like the iPhone 17s, you can pre-order the Air on Friday, September 12th, and it'll be available for pickup or delivery on September 19th. And now to the Pro models, and the iPhone I personally will be getting. The Pro and Pro Max each get the full slate of Apple Silicon, like the Air with the A19 Pro, N1, and C1X, making the most out of power efficiency for all-day battery life, high-level gaming, and an incredible new camera system. Each of the Pros comes equipped with 3 48 megapixel cameras, including a new 48 megapixel telephoto camera. This allows for 8x optical zoom, which is the furthest on any iPhone, and Dolby Vision HDR recording at 4K 120 FPS, which is absolutely insane. They also get the same front-facing 18 megapixel center stage camera that the 17 and 17 Air are receiving. The new Pros also received a new unibody design that allows for more internal space and made from brushed aluminum. The new internal architecture features an Apple-designed vapor chamber to enhance heat dissipation and all-around performance, and space with the camera plateau for speakers and Apple Silicon. This space gives the iPhone 17 Pro Max room for the biggest battery ever in an iPhone, and I really hope it lasts all day because the betas for iOS 26 have absolutely destroyed my iPhone 16 Pro Max's battery. The iPhone 17 Pro starts at $1,100, a $100 increase from last year, and the 17 Pro Max starts at $1,200 with no change in price. Each are available in 3 new colors: deep blue, cosmic orange, and silver. You can pre-order the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max on Friday, September 12th, and will be available for pickup or delivery on September 19th. Now that's a quick dive into each product and feature that Apple announced today. As I said, I'm going to be having more in-depth videos coming out later this week on each of the products, but let me know down in the comments what your favorite product or feature is. Personally, I love the new orange on the Pros, and the new center stage camera is awesome. If you made it this far in the video, I greatly appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.